कहाँ चलाएंगे कल? With your parents and should connect with you after 15 minutes, and it is not in my hand. If you will do proper, then you will feel good. So I hope you already prepared your practical file, and whenever we definitely because 30 marks on behalf will get, and this is totally affect your academic performance. So my dear students, now we are going to revision now number 7 in sports. Yesterday we discussed about then how to rehabilitation if anybody is having, then price we use a method of that protection or mean the mean compress, then this is the precaution I would say first this sprain. So today we are having one more strain. Strain is a muscular injury. How to I'll tell you what kind of treatment and we can give for these patients. So you see, it is more common with the sprinters, even football players, co-players also. So sudden overstretching in athletes, that part, injury, acute pain and swelling will be there. You see, whatsoever and where is injuries. What are the causes? There are various causes of the injuries. These causes by twisting or turning. It can also be caused by improperly lifting a heavy object, or we can say overstress on the muscles. Then it can occur. Then improper warming up. Then you can also get such kind of injuries. Then chronic strain are usually prolonged repetitive movements of so prevent it. One common thing I would like to regarding warming done for warming we have anytime anywhere in your life. What safety measures? If you want to be safe, then you have to be alert. Alertness is in, and how we can overcome from that. This starts. We have to do proper warming up before competition. We have to do is also most important before any kind of competition, say any kind of physical activities. Either we are practicing or we are in competition. Also warming up, develop strength in various parts of the body. You see, then treatment same treatment of first aid of sprain, and please refer to the sprain treatment just like price I told you. Uh, just like for sprain, holding the sprain, same treatment we should strain. Now second is heart tissue injuries. You see, heart tissue means bone provide the framework, which the body is constructed, is a skeletal system. Bones also protect vital organs like heart, etc. You know, every bone is very important for our body, just like muscles are also important for our body. Same are very essential part for our long jump, high jump, pole vault. These all even in combat sports, just like judo, martial arts, taekwondo, the common fractures are there. In bones. So first discuss about fracture. In common language, we can say broken bones are called fractures. Bones or when a bone crack or bone, it is termed as a fracture. Basically, fracture may be classification two parts, two ways. One is closed fractures and second is open fracture. So other types there, stress fracture, just like green stick fracture or I would say, especially this injuries minor kids, those who are having then communicated fractures, bones where the is at a right angle plane or the bone. It usually occur middle parts, also the lower back. Then active fracture as to the bone that side and that there. Causes of all types of include high impact sports, natural movements, then overload sometime, then trauma such as road accident, I would say, some such as osteoporosis and bone cancer because of these bones are weak, muscle become fatigue and sound should be good always because your surface is plain according to your sports, then out of yourself. I as I told you, injury will never intimate. This is our email. I am coming for you today. To wait. If we will use a rough ground, a rough sports good, then we cannot play properly and we can get injury. Then overload. If your muscles and bones are weak, then they cannot take overload. So we should avoid overload also during fatigue. Scientific knowledge about the game is must for the prevention of bone injuries. Second thing is your coaches should also qualify because a qualified coach knows about the bones, about the muscles, about proper curriculum of the sports, regarding how to give overload to the students and teams. A good quality coach can know, come to know how you require rest, how much request your muscles are required, how he or she will deliver load on the students, and what protocol you have to follow that. So qualification of coach is also most important to avoid injuries. Then treatment or first aid for broken bones. For victim who is breathing or not able to walk properly, does not have the most important aspects of first aid treatment is to minimize fractures bone. We have to stop the his movement immediately. Help the minimizing pain and can also prevent further injury. Even injuries will not increase afterward. Uh, Causes by movement of sharp end and the necessary to use the sling or splint, wooden plank or metal cardboard to cause immobilization of fracture bone. So we can take such kind of help. The patient should be kept warm by cloths, or blankets so that may not, such as suspected broken bone, seek medical. So we should give them also medical advice, and if any more problem is there, then that go to doctor. And in the hospital, what we should do, most fractures can be clearly diagnosed. We know fracture is there, but some fractures, such fractures can be diagnosed see directly, but some fractures mishaps, medical attention should be first given to patient of breathing problem or other serious injuries that affect these essential processes. So this is this treatment we should give in the, and doctor should take proper care injured person or injured player. Then we are having so many joint injuries. What are joints? This shoulder is my joint, neck is my joint, skull is also my joint, wrist is also my joint, knee is also my joint, ankle is also my joint. Some joints some joints are immovable, some joints are half movable, some joints are still. Just like a skull is also a joint, but it's movable, but skull is sustained. Then shoulder is fully movable joint, but also forward also. But elbow is having only proper ways. Elbow can bend down the limitation. Then these are three types of joints of immovable, slightly movable, and joints. As I told you, pivot joints, hinge joints, ball and socket joints. Injuries occur in the free movement. Vertebral joint and dislocation of lower jaw, then the dislocation reduction than normal. In this impact, one or both of the joints with the lower jaw to the skull. These joints also called the temperamental joint TMI may break, crack, or even become entirely separated from the skull. It may be caused when the chin forcefully strike another object's effects of strong external force. So this way we can take care of these all the things, and how we can do this. This is very important, and it will very help. So dislocation of shoulder joints. In this types of dislocation, wall of the hammer comes out of the socket. This may be caused by extreme rotation of the shoulder joints, or when the joint is hit by the sudden blow, or is impacted by the fall against hard surface. The dislocation may be complete or partial, in which case harms partially come into the contact with the focus. Prevention: be careful whenever the struggle is games. Just like these kind of injuries we can get in kabaddi, in ball also, in basketball also, because this semi-combat sports. Do proper warming up for these all the things. And of the thigh bone, femur is this happen only in case the body came into contact. How we can prevent it? Proper warming up should be there, so that they should come proper and rules. Treatment: the complete lower cannot force play on. Dislocation of finger or wrist. It is a dislocation of any of the 8 carpal bones. One bones which come into contact. In volleyball, we can get such kind of injury. Cricket also get such kind of injuries. Surf pain over the joint, at the joint may be visible. Loss of movements at deformation the shape of the joints, and causes of dislocation you see in basketball, volleyball, football players. Also common also joint in their fingers, hand striking the ball. You see, then is for in fitness, not performing proper warming up, not following aggression of violence, poor maintenance poor training method, not following training principles, then incomplete or